Hey church, it's Matt Berry. I'm the student pastor here at Medway. I've got a pretty exciting topic for you today. We're going to talk about winning. Now, why is winning important? If you ever played sports growing up, I've played all types of sports, you know that winning is something that you chase after. Winning is something that you really care about. Think about how hard you work to win the game. You practice, you study the playbook, you work together as a team because the end goal is to be successful. The end goal is to win. And if we work that hard at trying to win in sports, then shouldn't we care even more about trying to win in life? You see, today we're going to spend a little bit of time with God as we think through this idea of how are you doing at winning in life? How are you doing it making the most of every opportunity you have to do the best in your marriage and in your relationship with God and in your relationship with others and at your job at work and as a parent? How are you doing at winning in all of those areas? Because the Bible talks about how important this is. And too, Andy Stanley's even talked about this. I love Andy. And in a couple sermons that were just killer, he said this idea. He's like, why do we care so much about winning? Because simply put, winning is better than not winning, right? We want to do our best in life. We want to be successful. Even in the book of Psalms, chapter 90, verse 12, it says this. It says, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. You see, God wants us to make the most of every opportunity. And for that to happen, for us to be able to win in all the areas of life that matter the most, we've got to define what the win looks like. We have to define what a win looks like in every area of our lives. Now, this is important always. However, it's especially important during busy times. And honestly, as I was thinking through this short lesson, this is a pretty busy time for a lot of people. We're still in the middle of this corona craziness, right? Where things are different. Things are a little weird. It's a change of pace, right? And things are online. Kids are going to school online. Kids are doing homework online. That's different. Maybe you're still working from home. Maybe you're at a place where you're still not traveling much. Things are different right now. And we're also in a busy season where kids are going back to school. Things are just different across the world. It's a busy time as well. In times where life is busy, it's even more important to already have the win defined. How are you doing at defining a win in your life? I want to share with you a couple areas for me where I need to define the win. So first and foremost, some of the most important areas of my life, right off the bat, my relationship with Jesus. What's it look like to define the win there? I've got to be spending time with him, and I want to be investing in others and growing myself spiritually and helping other people grow. That's a win for me in my relationship with Jesus. I'm also in a pretty serious dating relationship with my girlfriend. We've been together for a few years. A win for that would be us growing closer together and growing closer to God simultaneously. So treating her the way that I'm called by God to treat her, and then also just showing her that she's valued, that's a win there. And then I'm the student pastor here at Medway. So a win there would be investing in my leaders, making sure I'm working hard, making sure we're doing our best to put on awesome events. That's a win there. Now, I'm also a college student. And that's a lot to tackle on top of a full-time job and stuff. So for me, I need to be investing in my schoolwork. I need to be making sure I'm making time to study. Those are all wins there. But then it goes even farther than that. I need to be working on my physical health. I need to be working on my relationships with friends. You see, there's a lot of different key areas that we need to tackle in life. So I just want to ask you, how are you doing at your most important areas in life? How are you doing at defining the win there? How are you doing at your relationship with your spouse? What's a win for you and your spouse? What's a win for you and your relationship with Jesus? What about your kids? What do you need to do to define a win with each and every one of them to make the most of the opportunity that you have just to parent them and guide them through life? What about your job? What's a win there? What about your personal health? What about your social life and your friendships? Even financially, what's a win look like there? I just want to challenge you. Take some time and think through these key parts of your life, these key things that matter the most, and ask yourself, how am I doing in each area? And then two, especially during a busy season like this, What does a win look like for each and every area of my life in those most important categories? Remember, winning is better than not winning. Let's all be winners. Let's make the most of every opportunity God's given us and do the best we can, and really focus on what's the win in each one of these important areas. Guys, we love you. We care about you. It's awesome being able to meet together. Have a great rest